My name's David. Welcome to part 2 of my question and answer videos. I do this every single Monday, guys. If you want to ask me a question, go down below in the comments section, ask me anything you want. Today I'm answering questions from last Monday, from the last video. Do this every single Monday, okay? This is part 2. If you're interested and you missed part 1, please go watch it. So this next question is from Audrey, and I can't remember where you are from. I'm sorry, Audrey. And that reminds me, if you guys want to ask me a question, please tell me your location. There's myself and lots of other people are really interested how this spreads all over the world, how it affects people no matter where they are, no matter culture, no matter race, no matter religion, no matter country, it doesn't matter. Okay? It's a human problem. All right? So Audrey, question. What do you suggest we do if we ever bump into our ex-narc? Or you go to a gathering and without notice, they are there. They see you and you're surprised, shocked to see them. What do you do? And how do you react without looking crazy? I feel I would run away laughing, jump into my car like there was a spider on me and drive away ASAP. That would be bad. Oh, God. Well, try to understand this. See how much importance you put into what he thinks, right? You're never talking to him again, right? Ever again. So who cares what he thinks about you? And that is something that we really need to work on. Every human being should work on that more. Stop putting too much importance and effort in what we look like to everybody else. I think it affects all of us to some degree, but man, that can help you if you can overcome that. But we invested too much in another person's lives, their opinions, their feelings, okay? And we didn't do that to ourselves, and our self-worth went down and stuff like this. So you still have some importance on what he thinks, okay? And like I said in part 1, I was saying that we tend to monster size these people. They abused us and traumatized us, and they become a little bigger than we think they are, and they really aren't that big. They're small, meaning they're emotionally stunted. So all that matters is not what you do. All that matters is how you feel. So if you guys, if you're scared to see your ex at a function and you think they might be there or there, then why would you go? You're not changing. You're not saying. And I know. Trust me. I know how some people feel about this, and it's like, I don't want them. And even if you say I don't want, it's not what they think or what they care. Or it's not so much maybe you care about what they think, but it's like, I want to do the right thing for me, and I don't want to be weak, and I don't want to like change my life to this person that's not in my life anymore. No. It's not about them anymore. It's about you, okay? And you're going to be emotionally responsible, meaning if something makes you feel bad, why would you go do it? Okay? And I understand that. If there's a function that's really important to you, then prepare. My answer is prepare. And you guys should all be prepared anyways. You don't have to wait until maybe I'll bump into them. God, then what are you going to do? Figure it out now. Figure it out now. Start with, what do you want? Okay? Know what you want from this person. And then be realistic. Be wise and know the difference. Are you going to get that or not? We want an apology. Are you going to get that? Probably not. Maybe. At what price? This person abused you. You don't owe them anything, and I would stay away from them. If they're manipulative and they lie to you, I wouldn't talk to them. Okay? So what should you do? You don't have to do anything. Do you see that? You don't have to do anything. You don't have to talk to them. What's important is afterwards, we're worried about, how do we handle this? Did we handle this the best way? Okay. So talking to them, accusing them, being angry, any of this, you won't feel good about that later, about what happens. So start with, you want nothing, so do nothing. You owe them nothing, so don't give them anything. Give all to you, all to you. All that matters is you. You see them, you feel bad, remove yourself. You don't have to tell them. It doesn't matter what they think. You don't have to act all strong if you're not. If this upsets you, then it upsets you. You're worthy of that. You're allowed to be upset. I know this is tough. Be prepared, okay? Know what you're going to do. Know what you're going to say. And you should know that by knowing what you want. So you don't want anything, so don't do anything. We're not going to conversate with these people, you know? And you're not stupid or weak for just smiling and nodding and walking away. You're not stupid or weak for ignoring them if they ask you a question and running away. Nothing. Your reaction, it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you weak or anything. Someone was bad to you, someone abused you, someone hurt you. That's what happened. That's the way it is. You can just leave it at that. They hurt me, and that's it. I want nothing to do with them. So why would you talk to them? Why would you defend yourself? Why would you ask for an apology? Why even try and get along with them? It's over. It's over. The relationship's over. You're not going to get what you need or want from them. You can give that to yourself. I explained that in part 1. I hope that makes sense. Be prepared, okay? If you have to go and they might be there, maybe have somebody with you and that person understands how you feel, okay? So if this person that used to abuse me is there, please stand by me. Please don't allow me to go talk to them. Try to stop me. I don't want anything to do with them. If they come talk to me, I'm going to walk away. Try and get them to leave me alone. Just be their support. Just let me be there and you're going to feel stronger in numbers than if you're by yourself somewhere. But if you run into them, you just ignore them. You just ignore them. Trust me. It's the right thing to do with somebody who abused you. Okay? Revenge, an apology, all this stuff. It's over. Okay? Good luck. Be prepared. It always feels better to be prepared. Always. This is Jack from Ontario, Canada. Hello, Jack. I have a question. 2 years ago, I had to end my 24-year marriage to a diagnosed quiet borderline. In the last 15 years, my life was pure trauma with her, but the decline was so slow I didn't see the horrific abuse I was receiving. After 2 years of recovery, I think I'm ready to date. I just met a very nice person who told me she's the product of a BPD mother. She has horrific tales of emotional abuse. She's fully aware of BPD, shows no signs of BPD, NPD, and is the classic helper-fixer. I am a helper-fixer as well. We share so many tales of being abused, we seem like a natural fit. Is a positive, normal relationship possible between us? What red flags should I watch out for? The very thing you are doing. That's what you should watch out for. What you are doing, not just her. You guys just started this relationship and you're talking about all the abuse you guys have endured and you are forming a bond based on trauma. Trauma bond. It's the beginnings of trauma bonding, okay? Everybody's got a past, everyone's got a childhood. That's not important, and it shouldn't be so important to you that they were abused. What's really important and should be important to you is what has she done about it? We don't have to sit there and diagnose her. You don't have to sit there and be like, is she not? How does she act like? How does she treat you? All good so far? Okay. But you said she's been horribly abused and she's a helper fixer, which sounds like codependent. Because we help and fix ourselves, not other people. You know? Unless it's like a profession or... Okay. So, yeah, it's off to a bad start. And you have a pattern of dating toxic women who have been abused. What's the common thing in these women, right? They've all been abused in their childhood. So is she. So we're off to the same thing. Don't worry about is she disordered. Worry about how she handled this abuse. What has she done about it? Because that's an extremely hard thing to do all by herself without some help. So she should at least be telling you, I've had therapy. And not just stopped at therapy. I've had therapy and I learned this and I feel better about that and I do this now and I, you know, not just I was abused as a child too. Oh, great. Let's get married. No. Everyone in the world would be better off with healthier people. Okay, so I'm not judging anyone that has a past It's just, everyone's got a past. What have you done about it? Okay? Somebody that doesn't have a very traumatic, abusive past, if they chose not to go to counseling or therapy, okay. But somebody who's been horrifically abused by their disordered mother, I would love to know what she's done about it. What does she understand? How is her self-worth and esteem? Does she have boundaries? Does she ask and tell you things that she wants? Does she tell you no? It's about healthy. It's not about, is someone conning me, tricking me? I gotta know, just are they healthy? Because we can all, good or bad just doesn't work. I'm telling you guys, good or bad people don't work. Healthy. And we don't, and disordered, non-disordered, you guys don't have doctors around with you to diagnose, you know what I mean? And you're not doctors. We don't diagnose people. We don't diagnose ourselves. So it's just, what are the behaviors like? Slow down, Jack. Slow down. You probably go really fast in these things. What was your life like right before her? It shouldn't have changed so much. Okay? Things that you were interested in, I hope you're still interested in them. They shouldn't have just dropped. You shouldn't be making big changes right away, like moving, jobs, marriage, kids. Calm down. Worry about Jack. Focus on you. Keep doing what you were doing. This is just somebody else in your life with you, just kind of experiencing things with you right now. They don't have to be the greatest things since sliced bread, and they don't have to be the answer to all your problems, and they don't have to be the most amazing woman ever, and they don't have, okay? What they do have to do is take care of their own mental health, be responsible, be healthy, be accountable, okay? So the red flags have already started. Hope that makes sense. Thanks, Jack. Good luck and keep asking me questions, all right? That blonde artist from Southern California, hello. Excellent work on your channel. Thank you. My question, is it common for victims that were empathetic to assimilate their abuser over time? Had a friend since I was 5 years old become as toxic after marrying their abuser. Assimilation, I think you might be misusing that word. I think you're asking me, can somebody be an abusive person just because they were with an abuser? Not necessarily from their childhood and from absolutely, absolutely. You're going to be with a healthy person, you're going to be unhealthy, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, it's simple. It's as simple as that. If your dad was an alcoholic and abused you, and your mom was married to him, she was unhealthy. Okay? I don't care, how great of a mom she was. I don't care that she was, valedictorian and ran a huge business and smiled every day and didn't have any addictions and blah, blah, blah. She was married to an unhealthy, disordered abuser. Sick. That's sick and unhealthy. So if you're around these people, not good. Okay? They affect you. They change you. Right? You are, who your friends. Birds of a feather flock together. Really, you can get to know a lot about somebody by knowing who their friends are. And if you don't like being judged by your friends, then I wouldn't have them in your life. Right? Had a friend since I was 5 years old, became as toxic after marrying their abuser. Yeah. And the reason they got into that abusive relationship is because of their childhood anyways. So people react all kinds of different ways because of being hurt. I don't know if I helped you. Ask me more if you need to, or if you think I can offer something more. Thanks. Hello, David. This is Cheryl from Atlanta, Georgia. Hello, Cheryl. I'm a crisis text line volunteer crisis counselor. Last night during a counseling session, a texter contacted us because he was experiencing anxiety, emotional distress due to a conflict he was having with a family member. He divulged to you that he has a personality disorder. Says he mentioned his mother abused him emotionally during his childhood. He says that she's a narcissist. During your conversation, you determined that he might be a narcissist as well.
He wanted to know who he can contact for help because his interactions with others always failed. You were surprised because what you know about narcissists is that they do not seek help. You were eager to direct him to the best of your ability. You reached out to your supervisor. Neither of you knew what to do. And then you're asking me, would you know of any therapist who specializes in NPD individuals, or can you direct me to a website organization that can assist? Well, there is help. There is help for people with personality disorders, including narcissistic personality disorder. There is help available for people like this. Okay? People damn people too much and say, oh, they can't change. I might even say that someone probably won't ever change. But I don't want to ever doubt or damn someone's hope for them, that there's help available. Anybody, most people can become a little bit better person, a little bit healthier. Even a narcissist can do something to become a little better, healthier, and make their life a little easier to manage and stuff like this. It's more common than you guys know that narcissists look for help. They need it bad sometimes, and they don't know how to do things for themselves, and their lives become pretty bad. They kill themselves. Sometimes they go ask for help before they do that. So, it wouldn't do me good to direct you to a therapist. We're talking about worldwide, or at least in America. Go look. I've recommended another channel, and this will help you understand. Dr. Todd Grande. Dr. Todd Grande has a YouTube channel. He talks about narcissistic abuse from a very clinical standpoint, and he will help you understand that there is help for narcissists. Okay. It's just the problem with the disorder itself is the lack of awareness, not knowing it's them. So I can't just recommend therapists randomly in the country. But you just, therapists will tell you, I specialize in trauma. I specialize in personality disorders and helping people with them, stuff like this, okay? So trauma is usually the source of most of this. So that's how you find a therapist, okay? And then you ask a therapist if they deal with trauma, emotional trauma, childhood trauma, personality disorders, okay? There are plenty of doctors that do that, and Dr. Todd Grande actually helps narcissists. I don't know if he's still taking clients now, but feel free to go over to his channel and check it out. Thanks. Crystal. I don't know where you're from, Crystal. Next time, please give us your location. Thank you. I love your videos. Thank you. I think I've been dating a narcissist for 9 months. Been through all the phases with this guy 4 times. Now we are off again. I'm learning about narcissism, realizing that he's a narcissist. I want to study myself and figure how and why I allowed this to happen. My findings was that I may have borderline personality disorder. He's 58 years old and I am 40. I've gone no contact, but I think the Hoover is coming. Can you please do a video on narcissistic men and borderline women and relationships? Thanks so much. You are very helpful. Yeah, I could do something like that. Yeah. We care so much about the titles, don't we? Unimportant. CPTSD. Most people that have been abused emotionally over a long period of time, I believe, have CPTSD because I believe to get involved in these relationships, they've probably been traumatized in childhood as well. So this is reoccurring trauma, CPTSD. So it doesn't have to, and CPTSD is awfully close to borderline personality disorder. Let me tell you, if a doctor would have tested me at the worst time of my life, if all they had to look at was that one small incident in time of my life, they'd be like, man, you're really borderline-ish. Okay? So one thing we don't do, Crystal, is we don't diagnose ourselves. I don't think that's good for you to do that and healthy at all. It doesn't take much to go to a doctor and ask him. Okay? I would expect you to do that because this is about understanding, and if you don't understand, you're going to carry a lot more shame and guilt. Period. Yes, I will do a video about narcissists and borderlines in a relationship together. It's just simply sick, unhealthy people dating each other. That's it. I mean, narcissists don't date healthy people.
Okay? They don't. So the people they date and victimize are unhealthy. Us. I was extremely unhealthy. So you can give whatever title, name, diagnosis you want, but it's certainly not healthy. That's it. That's all it is. It's not that hard. And these people, personality disordered people, the people that abused you aren't so different than you at the time. That's why you kind of feel like them. That's why people come to me and say, man, am I the narcissist or them? Well, both of you have been pretty unhealthy together, haven't you? Right? Okay. Enough said. Yes, I will, for sure. Lynn. Don't know where you're from, Lynn. Next time, please give us your location. Thank you. This is going to sound so small, but what is my ex-husband wearing his wedding ring? He lost it on Mother's Day, left me for dead, came back 2 days later saying I caused it, and if I was a good girl, we would stay married, but he can come and go, have his own space, his own place. I said he could have 7 days a week freedom, move to a different town, start it over again. Your question is, why does he still wear his wedding ring? It sounds like he's an extremely impulsive person and he's very unsure about anything he does. Not very aware of anything that happens, anything that he's doing. Not very aware of what his body's doing. That's called feelings. Your body is reacting to things, that's your emotions. What those emotions are is awareness, called feelings. And he doesn't have very good awareness because he's dealing with his emotions, doing things, and he blames you. Not very irresponsible, is it? I would hate to think that everything my body does is because of other people. That wouldn't feel very good. He's not understanding. He lacks awareness. He lacks responsibility. He's highly impulsive and very emotionally unstable. Okay? He doesn't know what's going on. The divorce to a narcissist is the absolute worst. To somebody who only cares about status. Now you're a total failure. And you already think you're a failure. And you've been lying to yourself, and now the lie is over. And everyone's going to know. They can't handle it. Okay? So he's in denial. He's a control freak. He thinks he can get what he wants from you no matter what he does. So he reacts impulsively and hurts you and leaves you and goes has sex with women or whatever he does and comes back to you as he pleases, like you said. And he thinks he can get away with doing that because that's what he's been taught. Not just by you, but other people in his life, specifically his parents. He's never held accountable for things. Hold him accountable. More so, leave him alone. Stop looking. I don't know where you're seeing his ring finger, how you're seeing his ring finger these days, but try to stop looking at his ring finger. Okay? Stop talking, stop communicating with this unstable person, or you will become more and more unstable. Okay? Thank you. Jamie from Arkansas. Hello, Jamie. I was hoping you could give me some feedback about what I'm struggling with the most. I hope I can too. I had numerous relationships with malignant narcissists throughout my life. I'm an active codependent, I believe. And I've always tried, well, at least you're active. I think current. Let's try not, I mean, that sounds like you're deciding to be. I'm having fun. I've always tried to change the narcissist and make them do the right thing. That's very codependent. In my efforts to fix things, and you put them in quotation, you're very aware. I like this. I like this. I've always ended up acting poorly when I couldn't help the narcissist, make them treat me better. I have so much shame about how unhinged I would become in response to abuse. It's almost as I become even more unreasonable than them in response to abuse. Now that I'm free and safe from that type of chaotic cycle, I'm left with so much confusion about my own behavior. I'd love to be able to understand why I acted extremely immature when dealing with these types. Also, I hope to forgive my own actions and move on. Any advice to get me started? Get help, Jamie. Get help. Don't try to do this alone. Man, try and teach yourself an entire college career yourself without a teacher. I don't think you could do it in the amount of time that teachers can help you do it. And even if you think you did it, you won't understand it as well as if the teachers helped you. We need help, guys. We need help from people. quite often in life. We can't do this by ourselves, specifically this. You just can't do it. People did this. People will help you out of it. Get help. Get support. I love your honesty. I think you're taking on too much. Try to understand, man. I'm telling you, just understand that shame and guilt follows this. We can't feel good when people treat us bad and we reacted bad. Okay, it's got to start. It's got to start right, very, very small, and grow. And in the small little things first, you got to start learning and accepting. Acceptance, right there. Acceptance. This is the way it is. Start forgiving yourself. Have some help, okay? Explain things to people. Tell them how you feel, and bounce these things off to somebody who can give you some more feedback than I can right now, okay, in a video or stuff. But talk to somebody. Really. I'm telling you, all this is about is we just feel like bad people. And we can't live with that. Nobody can live with that. So we need to live with ourselves, and we need to know the truth. And the truth is you're not bad. People aren't bad or good. They're healthy and unhealthy. And since you're unhealthy right now, you feel bad. And people treated you bad, so you feel horrible. And I'm sorry. And just take the time it takes, however long it takes, to build up that self-worth again, okay? You let somebody knock that self-worth down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Good, healthy people, bad, unhealthy people made you feel bad and unhealthy. Good, healthy people will make you feel good and healthy, and you should know the difference inside, okay? Get help. That's my advice, always to everybody. If you guys are asking me for advice, you're asking me for help. That's good. Keep getting more help, more help, more help. I can't help everybody. I can't give you guys the help you need this way. I'm assisting, maybe, but it's not what you guys need. You guys need more, I'm sure. Most people do, okay? Sharon from Tasmania. Hello, Sharon. I'm curious about the new supply. Why? I have my ex blocked and his new supply blocked just to be safe. When you block on Facebook, you can still see their profile picture. So this is where my question comes in. Well, before you even ask, I'm going to say, turn your Facebook off. This new supply changes hers constantly. But when I lived with him, we fought over Facebook all the time, to the point of insanity. See? Because you see this stuff, it's going in your head. Stop looking. Turn Facebook off. I know, crazy, I know. You just went into panic mode. You can turn it off? Turn it off, yeah. Empower yourself, take control. Do something good and healthy. Make you stronger. Promise. Good experiences lead to optimism and stuff. Success. Okay? Stop turning around and poking this with a stick. Just stop seeing this stuff. Sorry. I didn't change my pick because it just wasn't worth the drama. So I see this now and I start thinking, maybe it was me after all. They've been together, living together for 6 months now. She has to have seen his true form by now. I know they can't change, so what do you think? It just seems weird to me after what I went through with him. And I go and check my settings to ensure they're still blocked, and that's when I see this and think, how's she getting away with that? We can't observe someone's relationship through Facebook. You don't know what's going on, okay? If you knew what was going on in their lives, in their relationship, through Facebook, you're amazing. That would be amazing. So we just keep going, right? Right? So you block Facebook because you don't want to see her and you don't want to see him. You still are. So now what are you going to, you got to do something more. Don't tell me Facebook's that important to you. Don't tell me that I need to contact my family or stuff like that. Your family has a phone. Open a different account. Something. Okay? Turn it off for a little while. Do that for yourself. It's good. It feels great, man. I'm telling you. I only got Facebook because I have to. I can't stand it. I can't stand Facebook, guys. I've had it since I've had Facebook since the first year it started, and I've changed my profile pic one time. These people that keep changing profile pics, they're looking for validation and attention all the time, right?
And that's why they're not showing you all how bad they are. They're showing you how great they are. It's crap. How long were you with him, Sharon? More than 6 months? Why didn't you leave? Did everyone know how horrible it was in 6 months? I doubt it. I don't think you even knew how horrible it was in 6 months. You knew it was bad, but not as bad as it was. Stop looking. Okay, more examples, everybody. Why we stopped looking. You got caught up in it. You want to know why is she changing this? Why is she doing that? It's not going to serve you. I'm telling you. You know what? I still have a few more questions, and my phone is about to get shut off, so I got to do a part 3, guys. I'll see you in part 3.